Hi, welcome. Welcome. Here we are together once more in this auspicious leap year day of February 29th, 2020. And I am Anjahlia, your favorite cosmic shaman. And I'm a master seer, and I'm a master healer, and I'm a gatekeeper and a sound journeyer. And I'm here to help you with this ascension plan that we're in. As part of my work is helping, how will we get from being separated in this polarized world into wholeness and into bringing forth what's the greater creation that we're doing of bringing heaven to earth, the new heaven. That's part of my work of bringing you here with Facebook Live. So today we're going to be doing a leap year activation with the Ascended Masters, and this will be an activation by the Masters. 3 different Masters and more beings may come in with a guidance and a leap forward for your evolutionary push in the ascension. And I'm overjoyed that you're here to join us in this high frequency, experiential embodiment activation that will feed you in your life, your love, and your creation impulses for the highest good. We're all being called to wake up. So this is your time now to activate your soul's plan and leap forward. Right? Let's do it. Today's has a tremendously interesting numerology, right? Because leap years are only every 4 years. And every 4 years is a special time. That this leap year was actually created this day because it's an unusual unfoldment. But we're at 2 February 29, 2020, a lot of 2s. And 2 plus 9 equals 11, which is a number of enlightenment and awakening. And the balance also of masculine on the right, feminine on the left, and equality or wholeness. So that's exactly what we're looking to do, right? Is become whole again. So we will be being guided to attune and align with these natural forces of creation on this special day to experience more balance and more harmony in our lives. So the unified field, which is another thing we're going to be working with, is the unified field. And one of my totem bodies of my multidimensionality is a fairy. And also I have a unicorn body, which I teach with often because they're extremely exciting, and work with the magical path, which I received. That is one way that I'm going to be able to help humanity with this evolution is through the magical path. And you'll hear more about things I'm offering later. And also through the indigenous path. So this unified field, which is all around us, right? The unified field of 11 and 2 is rare. And that's what we have today. And it's a sacred call to love, healing, and teaching, illuminating the path of the spiritual light messenger who brings guidance and new resiliency and resources for humanity. And you, my friend, are a spiritual light messenger. And part of my work is, my greatest joy is to help get everybody opened up to their light, to their love, to their creation impulses, their Christed I am, and those light workers and star seeds to get out there doing their work. Because how are we going to do this if we don't get online and do it? So here I am online and I'm trying to help. So I'm trying to show up. So if we all show up and we do our part, it's going to make it a lot easier. And that's what's happening already. If you look back 10 years ago, things, even though it seems like it's rather dire straits, things have been changing. Things are definitely changing. So I hold it deeply in my heart with trust and faith that this is happening and that we are being helped. And that's even part of our higher ascension work, is to start to trust that again, and to really bring that trust. Because again, that's our mind stream and our visioning. And if we start trusting and have faith in the goodness, in the light, and that there's always enough love for everything we need to heal everything, what's going to happen? Well, in our field, this field we're working with, it's also part of our collective consciousness that as a group here that we've now formed, and those who come in and see this are also part of our group, we're going to be working together, and we will be embracing a magnetic force that pulls and pushes and jumps us forward on this special day. So let's jump into our next octave through this next gateway to transform our lives from within and without. And that's another thing we're doing, you know, everything's got to come not only from within, but also from without, and also within Mother Gaia, so that everything shifts and we're bringing in this heaven triangle into the earth triangle, into the Sri Yantra. And then part of our work is what are we going to vision as our new earth, as our new heaven? And that's also connected with that faith and that trust. So we've got a lot to do. It's very, very interesting and exciting, but we've got a lot to do. So let's see, where do we go from here? Today, we're going to be receiving from Master Lord Maitreya, Quan Yinn, and Serapis Bey. And also Blue Mother Mary and Mother Gaia will be overseeing us kind of behind the scenes. And I just want to tell you how I sense the Holy Mothers, because this is a time of the Holy Mothers returning to us. And what this means is that we've been without the Holy Mother for quite a while in this project, let's say, of the evolution of the earth, and that they're back now. The Holy Mother and all the different mothers are back. And I like to feel this sense of being held by this loving mother principle, who's like the beautiful ones of Mary holding the baby and feeding her, so that the baby that is us, this divine child, has everything we need, all the nurturance, every comfort, every creature comfort, the things that are most important. So it's not about owning a Mercedes or a Rolex. It's about, are you feeling loved? Are you feeling safe? How are you in this very present moment now? And that's what the mothers bring in this sense of totally expressing that they know you and that they love you. So they're overseeing this so that you feel loved and honored and seen and heard. And then, of course, we also have the Holy Fathers, who are also seeing us for who we are in our divine child, naked and exactly who we came here to be, which is a huge gift in and of itself. So Quan Yinn's going to bring us into a Heart Sutra to inner wealth and strength to assist with this ascension and planetary transition. Serapis Bey will bring up brain harmonizing and a Merkaba, light body calibration. And we'll have a gateway activation by Lord Maitreya. So I'm going to try to keep it brief so that as I go into direct channeling, I'm not telling you all the different little pieces. So here we go with Quan Yinn. Let's call her in. You might want to take a drink of water. And something, if you know me, I love to use geranium essential oils. And I use it very much like incense, or a way to immediately become connected. And it's when I smell the geranium or an essential oil, it brings me into the olfactory that goes right up into the higher pituitary and the pineal and into the higher realms. And so I immediately get connected. So it's a little trick, how to get connected and smell good too. So let's just close our eyes, take a deep breath in. And if for any reason you find you lose consciousness because the frequency starts to shift, you can put your tongue in the top of your teeth, and that helps create a microcosmic current. You can also just move your hands. It just helps you a little bit be more present. So let's just take a deep breath now again and send our heart beams to one another across the world. And call in beloved Quan Yinn, Master Mother Quan Yinn. And then as we see her come towards us on a beautiful lotus pedestal almost, sitting cross-legged, a whole new field of light begins to shine. As we now breathe deeply and move into your heart. Finding a flame that is sitting there in your heart. And just move into allowing this flame to come into you, to introduce yourself. And if you're not familiar with this flame, this is your flame, your I am flame. It's your signature. So it's a very important thing to become aware of, beloved ones. And she says, as you become aware of this heart flame, you may notice it is in many different levels. It might be out, it might be further, it might be closer, or it might be inside of you, depending upon where your comfort zone is. And as you breathe in, you're breathing in with your intention to receive everything that you are, and the release with your exhale everything that you are not. So it's like an intention that my presence helps bring you to, is constantly being this ever creating and letting go process. And that in your heart, she says, there is an expression of joy. And now this joy frequency is beginning to flood through you. You may feel it like a tickly champagne. And then again, it's almost now as if this lotus is coming around you. And it's a blue lotus of healing. And inside is this flame. But now this blue lotus of healing is coming around you and getting larger and larger. And it's expanding to be so large that it sits on top of the earth, and the earth is beneath it. And this, she shares, is a great flowering of this earth. And that each of you are part of this great flowering process. That it is a part that is an activation inside your pineal and the pituitary that opens this awakening light. More and more, this awakening light begins to open up in this field that we're working with. And now we come into a place where all emptiness opens into us, a great empty quietness. That Quan Yinn shares is the great womb of the great mother, Gaia. It holds everything here. in this great emptiness that may appear as total white or total black. But it expands your ability to receive, to accept, to acknowledge anything that has previously been undermining you. Anything that is obsolete. That the currents of creation are here before you, these rainbow light streams, channeling, wrapping through you as if you were a great gift, a great gift to Mother Earth. And that these strands of rainbow wrap through you and wrap through Mother Earth. And create a larger earth that has just jumped forward, pulsed forward, pumped itself up, plumper, juicier, livelier, yummier. And in it holds all of our hearts dreaming. That this creation impulse that we each carry is a stream of this rainbow light bridge. This creation forces. And these great creation serpents now join us and move through into interference, obscurations, obstacles, as they purify the field, the earth, the astral realms, gobbling negativity in their path. That they are opening to many streams now that are being broadcast through you. That you indeed are a champion. Of this rainbow light, this rainbow frequency, this unity consciousness, and the heart dreaming that you hold near and dear. So let us call all that we have received and bring it back through these great vast expansiveness that we've shared experientially. Pull it and bring it into your heart. Into this heart of oneness. Into this great ascension plan that you have. And spin your own Heart Sutra with this making it very small now, this lotus with the fire inside and the earth underneath, spinning in your heart. from your macrocosm to your microcosm, spinning with delight, spinning with keys of this encodement. That your heart can hold all this. It has a great capacity. That your heart knows this from deep, deep within. That we're just reawakening the greater whole spark that you hold. It is your God presence. That all that you are, that is coming online now. This is light language. Kind of brings through the multidimensional. There's saying to know yourself. This is what you already know. Sanu chikitando chu se chinga rikamba jayiju. This is you. And we bow to you. Namaste. And we open now to Serapis Bey. We'll give you a little moment to transition as we thank Quan Yinn. We thank you. So we call beloved Master, Lord, Serapis Bey. Just wait for him to come further into our field that we're creating together. And this activation, this co-creation. And he's going to be bringing a brain harmonizing and a Merkaba body of light for your ship of light. So you may be carried by the highest motivations, divine assistance, and your divine presence while you move with ease, grace, and joy through this massive transition in your ascension path. And if you're not familiar with Serapis Bey, he's a commander on the Ashtar Command. So we're so lucky to have the Ashtar Command with us this day. And the Ashtar Command are ships of light that are part of us and part of the higher plan. And they're here with us and they're actively working with us. And as we evolve, we'll all begin to accept and understand their very advanced enlightened energies and how they work with us. It will be part of our work together. In your Merkaba, before I go into the trance part, your Merkaba is a dodecahedron. It's a dodecahedron. It's a three-dimensional Star of David. And it's also your light body. And as we activate this, it helps you be able to move more quickly in your life, wherever you need to go. And it's multidimensional, so it goes up and down and sideways. And we connect with this enlightened part of ourselves. So we're so grateful. So here we go. Take a deep breath in as we call upon Master Lord Serapis Bey. And many ships of light are around us. many layers. There's 6 layers closer, 12 layers beyond that, 24 layers, circles behind that. So Serapis Bey, he has something out in front of him and he's far away. I'm looking to see, what is this? He says, this is part of a master meditation. And he's bringing you a selenite rod or stick. And he's bringing it to you, to us, that we can bring it into the soul star above your crown. And it can just almost like slide in. It's so lucky we have computers and we know about adding in hard drives and things like that. So we're just bringing this beautiful divine dispensation gift from Serapis Bey into our soul star that goes into our crown chakra, moves down through our brow, our throat, and our thymus, and begins to come into our light body and opens up even higher. So it's this long, slender attunement. But it's going to begin in the brain. Because he says in the brain, we hold many ancient parts of our brain that hold a chemistry that is no longer valuable, that it holds on to fear, to trauma, disassociations, and past negative experiences as an alarm or a technique to protect. And is held on a little too tightly by the ego structure that hasn't woke up to realize that that is not happening in this now moment, and that we can recalibrate. So take a deep breath in. And we honor the ego structure. And say this is also for the ego structure to relax and to be part of the greater plan. That you came here as a soul. That it is not necessary to hold on to the deprivation. That there is a whole world of abundance out there for you, beloved ones. Right now, he's like ringing a bell in the amygdala, and the amygdala begins to wiggle and vibrate. Like it's shaking off the dross, the crust. Anything that's not resilient. It's just shaking off anything old. And this crystal rod, the selenite rod, is activating like an elixir that is almost melting. These old grooves and these traumas, as if they have now disappeared. So keep breathing. Breathe into the zeal point at the nape of the neck now. That this is a place where things can get very congested. Implants can be lodged here. That as we open this doorway to the heavens, like a window, we clean the pane of glass and reset how we see things. Breathing into the zeal point. With this elixir of light that recalibrates. And opens this gateway, like opening a window to the higher realms, to begin to see things as they truly are. Like a truth elixir. Lightening up these realms within your zeal point. This opens a capacity, Serapis Bey says, shares, where troubles and fears may previously have lay dormant or caused mischief. It lays a path to the magical. And opens this unified field we're working with here today. So breathe in. As we move to the pituitary, in the middle of your head or nearby the pineal. And again, the pituitary begins to shake, to rattle, to roll. Breaking off this crust and creating a receptivity to this light elixir that I now realize that the ships of light are beaming down through us, this light elixir that also moves through this rod. Like we have this beautiful rod that's also this elixir that's beaming down through us. And this pituitary is assisting the adrenals, the fright and flight, the reptilian part of the brain, the mammalia part of the brain, your hormones, your immune system, again, to bring in resiliency, much needed in this time of pollution and distress, viruses, even the flu. To resilient capacity to hold so much love and light that everything is burned off through this light quotient. Breathing into the pituitary. As we move to the pineal. And the pineal. I have to do some burping for the pineal. Working through our collective consciousness, obviously. Breathing into the pineal. Waterfall now. It's like streaming up and through the pineal. It's moving through your transmission and receptivity chakras at the left and right ears. That you may hold more light. Opening your telepathic abilities. Your receptivity and transmission abilities. Free of fear, beloved ones. Now we go to the brow chakra. Into the eye in your brow. It may begin to open, wink or blink as these elixirs of light are being dripped on the eye, like from a dropper, an eyedropper. These elixirs are like, oh, awakening this eye in your brow chakra. That your eye, that the master eye becomes the beholder of all that is divine within yourself and without yourself, above and below you, inside. And to those that you meet. In a kindness, a generosity, as if everyone is new. That you are safe. And there is no judgment. That you can hold in this light field, your light body, your heart of awakening. To open into your Merkaba body. So now Serapis Bey has brought us to the point of receptivity, of opening to this sacred geometry, this Merkaba body. And envisioning your crystal light body, your crystal starship. This activation of your divine presence. That all the geometries of this light ship begin to spin. Many sacred geometries are moving like little key codes. Many working parts of your Merkaba are beginning to address each other, communicate, begin to collaborate, work together. Now we know knowing yourself as more fluid, more interactive, more connected to this extended, accelerated, advanced part of your being, of your higher dimensional light body Merkaba. That it transcends all time and space and dimension. It's like the seed of your soul. So let's just welcome in this Merkaba so it may take you wherever you need to go. And now we're going to have our final gateway activation by Master Lord Maitreya. We may go a little bit over time because I began late because of technical issues. So in this gateway activation by Lord Maitreya, we will open the pathway for our capacity to manifest through your brilliance, releasing the old and the unclaimed, opening up this field of new exploration. As this crystal ship of light, your Merkaba, that's going to advance your enlightening in your state of grace in the field that we're working in. Assisting you in attaining a life of harmony, grace, enlightening you into the more higher D's. That's a new word. The higher D's. The 5D and even higher, the 6th dimension, the 7th dimension. So let's take a deep breath in as we call forth Master Lord Maitreya. In this gateway activation. So he greets us and brings a great bell. A very, very ancient, huge bell. Bronze. Forged by the ancient ones. A master bell he brings to us. And this bell is merging and embodying into us, into you, as I am your circuit. And as this bell sits over us, Lord Maitreya says, many complicated issues are beginning to just melt away, so that your mastery becomes more of an unfoldment. That many lessons, teachings, wisdom teachings, numbers, numerology, astrology, cosmology, begins to become set in place in divine alignment and divine attunement to your own wake-up bell. Breathing in, and if you feel any resistance in any chakras like your hara, the will chakra, just breathe into it, because we're doing this all together. And as you sit, you may find that you start to rock like I am, because we're becoming a wake-up bell for ourselves and for others and for humanity and for the earth. He says this is a great way for him to explain a lot very simply. So true, so expedient. Thank you. Continue your breathing. So you're breathing into these, because this is the most unique way I work. It's like experiential teaching, wisdom, healing, visionary, co-creation. And as you keep breathing, again, you're shedding that which isn't you and you're activating that which is you. And this bell is doing that. And he says, there's nothing we need to do here. That it is. It is. It's giving yourself a break, he says, letting yourself feel that kind of like, phew, as that type of a download is part of also the ascension plan, that you don't always have to work hard, that you can have this inner knowing, you can have this inner guidance. And that's what it's all about. Because as you begin to listen, your guides, your higher self, the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, the counterparts, the inner earth, magical beings, the Elohim, the Ashtar Command, all these beings are going to start speaking to you. And ultimately Source, Gaia, God. There's so many amazing beings here with us. And once we are connected, it's going to be like your own show, your own multidimensional show. That you're the host. So just letting yourself bask in this attunement to the wake-up bell by Master Lord Maitreya. It opens up this capacity. And it's like a divine dispensation that's going to be downloading into you. You don't need to do anything further, but allow, give thanks, rejoice. As this is what an attunement is. And you can share this with your friends. This might go on for a while, or you might feel this for days even. As we're attuning now into the field all around us, this field of your own mastery, your own greatness, who it is and what it is you came here to do. Breathing into this deeper sense of reharmonizing, opening to grace, opening to the enlightenment and the truth of your multidimensional nature, that you are loved. There's nothing to fear. That magic is here. And to spend our last few moments together. What is it this year, this new year, that this is the time of the new year for the Tibetans, the Mamos, the Asians? What is it you're here to bring forth? How is it you want your life to feel, to be? How do you know yourself? Through love, through light, and through your creation powers. This is your time, beloved ones. This is it now. Let's leap forward into this next octave. So let's give thanks for everything we've received, to Mother Gaia, to Father Son, to Lord Maitreya, Serapis Bey, Quan Yinn, Blue Mother, Universal Mother Mary, for assisting us to build our light field, our Merkaba, our Heart Sutra, all that we've received. Give thanks, and then share it out in your world with a partner, with a lover, with a child or a small one, with an ancestor, with the earth, with the trees, with all of nature, with any of the issues at hand in politics, in humans and masculine, feminine, in the fires, in any viruses. Let's bring it all to them, that they are part of this great journey together, this ascension, that we are on an amazing arc, an arc of covenants that is going to bring us home to the new earth, to the new heaven. We thank you. Namaste. I just want to say a few things further, that you can check out things on my website at www.anjahlia.com. And this Sunday, there's a free Visioning Your World Facebook Live at 10 in the morning. It's a preamble for a 3-part mini webinar with teachings and exercises and automatic writing guidance to receive your visioning of your new world, the new heaven. So it's just a little furthering in a way. And we'll also be offering soon Seership Merkaba of Light. It's a new teaching module that continues after seership trainings. And I'll be talking about them and discussing that class on Facebook Live March 7th, Saturday at 10 in the morning. I'll be doing an equinox spring sound journey called Sonic Rainbows of Miracles. And that's about it. So I want you to make a wish, because in our Tibetan New Year and the Asian time and of New Year's and the Mamos time of New Year's, let's make a wish, your wish for the world. And in the visioning of your world, we're going to be working with your avatar headdress and what that means. So see you soon. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Blessings. get off of it.